Good morning and happy Sunday. I'm going to talk about a moment you still think about, even if you never tell anyone. You remember the room, the comment, that split second where you had a chance to say something, do something, shift something, and you didn't. What lingers isn't only what happened, it's what you start believing about yourself afterward. Here's today's question. I still think about a time I didn't speak up or step in. I knew what was right. I didn't do it. Now I bounce between shame, regret, and a sick feeling in my stomach. Why won't it let go? If it's still showing up years later, it didn't settle. And you're not overreacting for still feeling it. It mattered to you then, and it matters to you now. Most of us carry a picture of who we are. We're the kind of person who stands up for people, tells the truth, protects what matters. Then there's the moment that challenges that picture. Maybe it was at work and you ran the numbers on what speaking up would cost. Maybe at church, where your family is woven in to that place and staying quiet felt safer. Maybe in a police department, knowing what happens to the officer who gets labeled difficult, and you weren't willing to risk your rank, your pension, or even your promotions. Maybe in the hospital, where policy overrode what you believed was right for a patient, and you went along with it anyway. Or online, when someone shared false propaganda and you knew jumping in with the facts would make you the next target. Sometimes the cost isn't losing an argument, it's losing your place. And what I mean by place is you lose your spot in the circle where you fit, losing friends, losing closeness, still seeing everyone at the store on a Tuesday like nothing happened. And if we're honest, sometimes we stay quiet because being alone feels scarier than being wrong. And for those who are older, at 65, you're not making new friends the way you did at 25, so you protect the ones you have, even when it costs you. Being liked can feel safer than being right. Then it turns inward. Life moves on from that moment, and you walk out feeling lighter and heavier at the same time, like you avoided fallout but lost ground inside yourself. Then this thought shows up. If I were the person I say I am, I would have handled that differently. And the easiest story in the brain tries to take over. I'm a fraud. That explanation feels right because it turns a complicated moment into a simple verdict about you. But it's also incomplete. Here's the ridiculously real mental health part. We strip it down to the core truth. You felt risk and you chose protection. Of course you did. Most people would. That does not make you fake. It makes you a person under pressure. What matters is what you do next. Values cost something. That's why this stuck. And if you don't deal with it, it keeps replaying, like when you're doing the dishes or driving or drafting the text you never send. Over time, you start pulling back in small ways. You stop raising your hand. You swallow what you're going to say. You change the subject with your kid. You scroll past things you used to care about on social media and cringe. It doesn't fall apart all at once. It's one small retreat at a time until you realize you've been quieter in rooms where you used to speak freely. So let's start with clarity. When that moment comes up again in your mind, ask yourself what you were protecting. Your paycheck, your friendships, your rank, your energy. Say it plainly without any judgments. Then name the value you stepped away from, such as courage, honesty, loyalty, fairness, and so on. There are more values than you might think. Pick the one that keeps poking you. Now write it down. I know, you don't want to. This isn't journaling. This is taking something abstract and making it concrete, so your brain stops looping it. Write what you protected, write the value, write the word you said you wish you had said. Then do something with that paper. You can tear it, you can keep it, throw it away, save it for next time. I like to burn mine in a fire pit and watch the smoke rise. It's incredibly relieving. The point is this, it stops living only inside you. Now we need to talk about integrity. Integrity isn't a big speech, it's what you do next time. A conversation later, maybe it's one-on-one. Or not laughing the next time, or saying what you believe when it counts. And you can take this responsibility without turning yourself into a villain. Responsibility says, I wish I handled that differently. Self-attack, I am the problem. One builds you, one erodes you. It's likely it still bothers you because you haven't decided who you're going to be when it happens again. So decide before you're in the room or situation again, then follow through. And the next time you're in that room, you won't be guessing who you are. If this still bothers you, it means you care about your character. Don't ignore that. Use it. Thank you for your question. If you want to share your story or a question, email me at drshannon@kfvs12.com. And always remember, you are worth it. Lean into being the best version of yourself, one small step at a time. Happy Sunday.